Hey everybody, I have a photographer today, so it's even more official now. Today we're going to learn how to fry a turkey without burning the house down, because that's a critical ingredient. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to keep your turkey still in its wrap, and you're going to put it in your pot, and you're going to fill it with water until you get to the point where you would like to have your oil be. And then we're going to mark it, and then we're going to pour the water out, because if you fill your pot with oil and then put your bird in it, it's going to all overflow and you are going to set your house on fire. So we're not going to do that. So as soon as this gets filled, I'm just going to mark it with a little Sharpie, and then that's going to be my oil mark for my peanut oil before I fry it. That's it. All right, guys, the first thing we want to do with our turkey is we want to rinse it really good, pat it dry. And when you're frying a turkey, I like to use an injection marinade. You can do that for at least an hour. You should try to marinate it before you fry it, but you can actually do it the day before and you can marinate it for 24 hours. We're not going to be having ours for about 6 hours, so mine will be marinated about 6 hours, and that's usually plenty. So the way the marinade is prepared is we put a 1/4 cup canola oil. You can also use vegetable oil if you don't have canola. And we put a 1/4 cup water. We melt a 1/4 cup of butter. Can't do turkey without butter. And then we're going to add 4 dry ingredients. We're going to add actually the other wet ingredient is Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire. And that's 3 tablespoons. 1, 2, 3. And now that is it for our wet ingredients. And for our dry, we're going to use onion salt, and this is 1 teaspoon of everything, and 1 teaspoon of thyme, 1 teaspoon of garlic salt, and of course, anytime you're dealing with turkey, you need sage. 1 teaspoon of sage. All right, so that is our mixture that we're going to inject into our turkey. And if you bought a turkey fryer like I did, all those things came with it, the injector shot thing, and the other things you need. You'll see as we go along and fry this turkey today. All right, so we've got it mixed up. So now you're going to draw up with your injector without the needle on it. All right, now we're going to put the needle on it. And we have our rinsed turkey that has been patted dry. This little piece of the turkey, this flappy part right here at the bottom, we cut that off. It makes the turkey taste funny. I don't know what that is on there, but we just cut that part off and throw it in the trash. Now you're going to take the needle part, and you're going to try not to make too many holes in the skin because you're trying to get the flavor into the actual meat and not tear up the skin too much. So you can start inserting the needle, squirt some, move the needle, squirt some, try to move the needle this way, squirt some, try to move on this side of the turkey breast. So you, I think, get the general idea of how we do this. All right, and that'll just carry on until I use up all of the marinade. And when I come back, we're going to create the rub that we're going to put on the bird, and then we're going to refrigerate it for, in my case, 6 hours. So I'll be right back. All right, I'm back from injecting the turkey. And by the way, if your turkey injector is really fine, if the needle part's really fine, I ended up having to strain some of the larger particles of spice out before it would let me do it successfully. I didn't discover that till I exploded it on my shirt, hence my new shirt. So helpful tip. If it's not coming out very good, strain this extra spice out of it and it'll work better. Also, I did forget to tell you to add half of a squeezed fresh onion in that marinade as well. That's a very important ingredient, so add that. Now we're gonna make our dry rub, and we're doing a tablespoon of everything. The first thing we're going to begin with is onion salt. So a tablespoon of onion salt, a tablespoon of garlic salt, a tablespoon of seasoning salt, all seasoned salt, and finally a tablespoon of chili powder. The last dry ingredient is, a tablespoon of paprika. There we go. Now the last dry ingredient only is 1 teaspoon, and that's your black pepper. All right, so that's our dry rub. I'm going to stir that around good. All right. So it kind of looks like this. Oh, it smells good. Now, what else I'm going to do, just FYI, is these spices that I strained out to make my syringe work better. I'm just going to take those with my hand and put them inside for just more seasoning. You can't over season a turkey. A turkey's so mild, it needs all the seasoning help it can get. All right, so we have that inside. Now I'm going to take this dry rub and rub it all over the bird, and then I'm going to seal it up and with saran wrap and then refrigerate it. So I'll get started on it just to give you an idea. You do it just like this, like you would imagine. And I'm going to do that in the front and the back. So I'll be flipping the bird over, getting it all done, sealing it up, putting it in the refrigerator for about 6 hours, and then we'll come back. All right, we have our chilled bird that has been marinating for about 6 hours with the injection and the rub. Plastic wrap off. And now we're going to place it on this that comes with your turkey fryer. Let's see if I can do this where you can see it. And we're going to put it in like this. All right, so we gotta try to keep those in if we can. And let me wash my hands. With gloves on, this is how we're going to lift the bird and put it into the oil with gloves on. So it's that easy. And next step will be when the oil hits 350 degrees, because we want to keep it at 325, and this cold bird is going to take that temperature down real quick. So we're going to start it at 350, and then we're going to maintain 325. This is a 12-pound turkey, so it will take 48 minutes. It's 4 minutes per pound. So it's quick when you fry it. All right, so I'll be back at the fryer. All right, safety gloves on. Next step, very important, turn the gas off. We're at 350 degrees on our peanut oil, and we're going to lower the bird in really slowly with the gas off, and then we're going to turn the gas back on once it's in there nice and safe. All right. And we're just going to very slowly lower this bad boy in here, very slowly. She's in. I can't see, but she's in. All right, now that cold bird is going to lower that temperature real quick. So we here, close that lid back. All right, we're at 325 now. It was at 350. Ooh, that gets your gloves real greasy. Now we're going to turn the fire back on, and we're going to maintain the temperature of 325 for 48 minutes. And then you're going to have a beautiful bird. The timer has gone off. The moment of truth has arrived. Safety first, we put our gloves on, like so. Next safety rule, turn off the gas. Remember, this is how to fry a turkey without burning down your house. So, gas off. Ooh, look at that. Gas is off. We're going to lift the lid. Oh, I can tell she looks pretty already. Woo! All right, set the lid over here. All right. Let's see what this bad boy looks like. Now, I probably could have used a little bit more oil in here. I thought I had enough, but I didn't, so the top part of it didn't get as good and done. But look at this bad boy right here. She's so curdy. She's so curdy. Let's give her a little turn so you can see all of it. Oh yeah. And that is going to be one crispy outside and one tender and juicy inside. And let's just get a little look. Can we zoom in a little, can we? I don't know if we can or not, but you can see she's a beautiful bird. And that's how you fry turkey without burning down the house. Happy Thanksgiving.